Some people live their life as if people like them, people pray them, and even when they go, their respect increases, just like Mahatma Gandhi. There are some people who live life in such a way that nobody likes them, nobody prefers them, and when they go away, then people forget them, and even if people remember them, they are being remembered for the very wrong, like Adolf Hitler. Today, my video is with respect to the key difference between cradle to cradle and cradle to grave. By the time this video will end, you will understand what exactly is the meaning of these two, what are the key difference between them, and why they are important for the sustainable development. When we talk about life cycle assessment, primarily the main intent is that there are 5 parts with respect to them. The first part is extraction of material, the second part is manufacturing something, the third part is transportation, the fourth part is the usage, and the fifth part is its disposal. Now in all the 5 stages, now there can be two ways. One is a linear way, another is a circular way. When we talk about the linear way, the intent is we just use it and then just we throw it in the last. When we talk about the circular way, the intent is that how we can use that raw material or the finished product in a way that it can be reused again and again. So now talking specifically with respect to cradle to grave. Here the intent is that as a part of linear economy, we are producing something, we are using it, and then we are throwing it back, and we don't want to think that what is going to happen with respect to that. Say for example, if you can see the single use of plastic, where we are using a plastic bottle, wherein we are extracting crude oil from the ground or from the sea level, and then we are converting into plastic, then we are manufacturing it, we are using it, and then we are throwing it to the landfill. Now in the second part, when we talk about cradle to cradle, so here the main intent is that whatever material that we are extracting from the ground and then we are using it and then we are throwing it back, then how we can use it again and again. As simple as a simple example of a cane, maybe a Coke or a Pepsi cane, wherein we are extracting the bauxite, we are converting into aluminum. With the aluminum, we are converting into a cane, we are filling the cold drink, we are using it, and then the same cane is used again with the same quality. At times it also happens that maybe we're not getting the same kind of quality, the level goes down, but still we can use it, but there is a certain way in which we can do it. Now we talk about some of the key difference between cradle to cradle and cradle to grave. The first factor is with respect to the design. Now this is the most important factor, because at the time of design, the designer has to see that whatever raw material they are using, how that raw material can be used again and again after the life is over. For example, for a simple example like recyclable aluminum cane, which I just give an example, that how we can create a product which can be used again and again. Whereas when we talk about cradle to grave, there the intent is only functional, the intent is only cost, where the main impact is that how we can make a product quickly, and then we don't care about that, like I talk about the single use of plastic. Then the second key aspect is with respect to environmental impact. At the time of design, we keep on thinking that what kind of impact it can have on the environment. When we talk about cradle to cradle, the main impact is that how we can make sure that the impact on the environment, either it should not be there, and even if it is there, then it's a least impact. So we try to create that product. Say for example, biodegradable packaging, which is generally say plant-based, where the main intent is that once the life is over, and even if you are putting into a landfill or somewhere, after a couple of years it is going to become like a soil. Wherein when we talk about with respect to the cradle to grave, there the intent is not with respect to that how we can make sure that its impact on environment is less, and we are just thinking that we just need to use something and we need to throw it. Say for example, the ETP sludge. Now whatever sludge that is coming out from the ETP, we are just putting it on a landfill and we are thinking that there is no use with respect to that. Even though these days there is certain use which is coming up with respect to the cement plant, where it is being used to make a part of a cement. Then the third thing is with respect to the economic model. Now here the intent is that whenever we are talking about cradle to cradle, we also need to make sure that the way in which it is manufactured, the way it is being designed, and the way it has to be recycled again, it should be economically viable, because if it is not economically viable, then there is no use about it. Say for example, we are talking about the modular kitchen, which can be put in different ways. Wherein when we are talking about cradle to grave, there the main intent is that whatever things are making, we are not caring about the economic model, and we just want to make sure that how much money we can get for the first use. Say for example, a case of tires. Now majority of the cases, whatever tires after its life is over, they are just being thrown in some place, and nobody knows what to do with respect to that. Even though of late there are certain ways in which the output of the tire that is being converted into different parts like rubber, metallic part and they are being reused, but in majority of the cases still there is not much use with respect to the tire. In fact, these days with respect to cradle, there are certification which are also being there, wherein it is being certified that the products that are being made out by a company, how much they are fulfilling to the circular economy. So these are the key differences between cradle to cradle and cradle to cradle. My next video will again be with respect to the sustainable development. Regularly I'm getting a lot of feedback from your side and helping me to understand your expectations, so please do continue that. In case you want to understand a little bit more about this particular video, you'll find a link below. If you click that, you'll find a blog there. There you'll find this information in much more detail. And in case you're liking these kind of blogs and videos, you can always share with your friends and colleagues, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and my website bhavyamangala.com. Thank you.